Good Wednesday morning, June the 17th. It is now 8:44 in the morning, and we see on Forex Factory that we had some news a little bit earlier this morning. Orange folders for core retail sales. 9:30 coming up, President Trump will speak, and then at 2 o'clock we have the federal funds rate, which we will be done trading before then. At 9:30 we'll wait till all the hustle and bustle settles down from President Trump talking, and so we will check back in shortly after that time. Alrighty, we're looking at the Ichimoku chart, and on looking at, I'm just now getting the computer turned on. It is 9:53, and we could have taken the trade right here at this green and rode this up for not quite 10 points, but we're looking for when it crosses over to take. So this was green on the black, which would have been an invalid trade. Plus, we have this going up and the candles are going down. So learning how to trade with this new is going to be interesting today. We traded with it last Friday some and had a loss, but I didn't take all the trades like they were supposed to. We're looking for the cross and looking for everything to match up. So in this case, we look for a red candle going down with the black background and the red line being on top. So all we need here is just the candles to turn around and go down, and from that we will actually put in a trade. We have red and red, so we could take a trade. I'm going to take that, and we'll see how far we go. Made that trade there for 10 points. Continuing to go down, so we're going to take another trade and see if we can get another 5 points out of this. We did. Actually, I changed the counts, and it did not show the actual second trade. So we've taken 2 trades, one trade right here, one trade right here. So analyzing this trade, had the green candle with the green background, but we're missing the cloud by being red. Once we passed over here, we had started having red candles come in, and once this changed over, red candle on the black background. So once we had the red candle with the red cloud and the black background, that was an opportunity to get in. I'm trading with an ATM strategy of 41 ticks up, 80 ticks down. All right, going to take a trade. All right, that was a loss. So I should have got in here instead of down there. It moved rather quickly. Since I'm using the cloud to actually do my ins and outs, I'm learning that. But looking here, we could have picked up a trade as soon as this green candle turned green. With the green up, we could have rode this candle up 65 all the way up to 01. That would have been just under a 40-point run right there. All right, red on red. Let me take it. Another stop. We have the green crossing up now, so we'll be cautious on this. Getting close to the 200. Take that trade and see what happens here. Looking for a 10-point up. We got it. I guess one thing to watch too, we see this green turning up here. We could have got in earlier. Coming back up again. I think we take a trade, see what we get here. Green, green, and green. This would be a 10-point trade right here. We can get to it. And we just did. All right, we now have the green cross to the top. I'd like to have a little more confirmation that we're going to continue to move up. It's been going sideways here for the last couple of minutes. I'm going to take it and see what happens here. We do have some positive movement. Whether it'll hold, I don't know. All right, we got that one. A little bit longer trade. 10:22 to 10:23, about a minute and a half trade. Every day is a different day with the market, so you can't expect every day to be the same with a lot of high movement. Obviously, today things are slowly moving. And from the beginning of this run, 401 says 140-point move. So it is moving. It's just how we manage our trading. We're trading the crosses, which is why I got into this trade here was because of this. The reason I got into this trade here is because green was above, the green line was on top, green background and a green candle. The same thing here. Green candle, green background, green wave. We'll go back here to the ones we lost on. It was a red candle on a red back, but I got in too late. So in learning to get in earlier, and this trade should have been taken back here. We had green, we had the red, black, and the red. Should have been taken there, not there. So we're still learning. Gotta be a little quicker on the draw. But since we're looking at other opportunities to trade other than the indicators from the actual cloud, we could have got in at this point from the high point here to the down point there and rode it down. It would have went back up here, but it would have continued on down. We would have had two reds. So we would have made a little bit of money there by trading that. That was 514. This was 501. So we would have got our 10 points in the process of trading right to there. And then when it come back to down here again, we could have wrote it down for another 10 points. I believe 502 to 589. That would be another 10 points. Yes, we could have wrote that down too right there. 489, 461, 28 points. So just waiting on the crossovers, you're losing trades. So for more advanced trader, so we see this down, up, and then at this one closed down, this point closed down here. That would have indicated, and with the lines dropping here, we could have taken that trade right there and followed it down because we're on a black background, even though the cloud was contrary to the trend. So the cloud gives us information, but there's other information we can take without relying on the cloud. So looking at the live wire this morning, how the trades would have been there. So you see our trades. Let me see some more downward movement, then I'll take that candle. All right, I'm going to take it. And it looks like it's going to go against me. And out. So even though this looks like a good trade, black, red, and red, we have sideways movement. Looks like I may be picking up some momentum to the downside. Let's take it again and see what we get. All right, we got it there. So we lost the 20, but we picked up 10. Take another one just to see if we can get it. Picked up another one. So we did. So now we're back to break even. It appears with the Ichimoku indicators, if we're waiting just strictly for those crosses and everything to line up, there's a lot fewer trades to take. And if you want to trail your stop, you could generate more income. If we remove the cloud concept, with this being down to the bottom and the next candle being up to the top, this would have been an ideal place to get in, because if we look below, we have the green over the red. So in a matter of 1, 2, by the time you get to your fourth candle, you're already in the green. And the green candle shows up at a sixth candle. And that would have been a good ride up. You could have picked up, if you got in on this candle here at 402, you would have close to a 40-point run right there before it turned. So the cloud does give you some indication, but you can take more trades without the cloud. I know when I traded on Friday, I was jumping the gun on some things, but I see now I'm probably not going to use the cloud myself because there's so many other opportunities to pick up. So that's where we're going to wrap it up today. Like I said, we're going to say goodbye, Ichimoku Cloud. We are not friends, and we're going to leave it at that. You'll have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next video.
Thank you all for watching our trading activity today. We plan on posting 2 or 3 videos a week to demonstrate the simple market metrics and the live wire trading indicators. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. See you on the next video.